You're watching E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to be highlighting a cut from one of my live streams. And it was a video I recorded live on stream that I did particularly for video viewers, viewers who do not come to the live streams, who kind of really don't know what's going on with the channel or what it is I'm doing. And this portion of the live stream that I highlighted will go into detail in explaining that, and especially in terms of the Godzilla content and things of that nature. What I wanted to do was, right before putting that video up, I wanted to kind of come on here, and I'm doing this obviously early in the morning, which is why there's no video. I'm just gonna talk, but I kind of wanted to, while that video focuses on the Godzilla content and the lack thereof and why that's the case, you know, obviously there's a lot of things going around in the world, but I also wanted to parallel that with this portion, letting you guys know that this week there will be some Godzilla focused live streams. In particular tonight, which is Monday night, we're going to go over some of the toy leaks that we've seen, in particular one that I really kind of want to go into detail and break down now that we got a better shot of it. But we're going to talk tonight basically about the more recent stuff, the Funko Pops, the Playmates, and also, even though I've gone into detail with this on live stream with some of the viewers that come to the stream in terms of the effect or the impact of Black Widow on Godzilla now that it's been pushed back. I did talk about this briefly, but I'll do it again tonight for those who might come tonight just for the Godzilla content. But also let you know that we're also going to do something fun Godzilla related this Thursday night. We're going to do a Godzilla watch party on stream. I'm going to do it Thursday at 8 p.m. I haven't picked a movie yet, but I'm leaning towards Godzilla 2014 because that's the one movie that's coming up a lot. I have other people requesting like GMK, Destroy All Monsters, Godzilla 84. So, but I've gotten multiple requests for Godzilla 2014, so we might go that route, but I'll keep people posted. But other than that, for those people wondering the lack of Godzilla content or the lack of content altogether, this portion of the live stream kind of gives you detailed explanation as to what exactly is going on. And I think after a lot of people watch it, you'll kind of understand where I'm at, where my head's at with Godzilla versus Kong, and why I don't seem to be putting up any content regarding that. Other than the fact that there's no news, there's other reasons. So I would suggest, if you really want to know what's going on, if you really care to know what's going on, then stick around for the rest of the video so that way you can get an idea of what's going on in my life right now. I obviously have told people about my new job that has its huge responsibility, especially in particular towards what's going on with the CoCo 19. That's what I call it, because if you call it by its real name, YouTube will demonetize and stuff like that. So how my job is related to CoCo 19 and other things and other factors. So yeah, just listen in and come to the streams, and you'll kind of get an idea of where the channel's going in this current landscape with what's going on in the world and how it affects me on my daily basis to do not only my regular job, but also to do content. And that's that. And I hope I see you guys come on the streams. And yeah, have a good one. I'm kind of taking this opportunity to tell the video viewers what I've told you guys. So just bear with me. A lot of this is going to sound like a broken record, but again, there's people who watch videos still on the channel that they don't know what's going on in terms of why I haven't uploaded Godzilla content, this and that. So I want to get into all that. First and foremost, as you guys know in chat, right now with what's going on in the world in terms of this coronavirus, in terms of these lockdowns and stuff like that, Godzilla right now, Godzilla versus Kong is so far from my mind that, you know, I know I'm going to be excited for the movie. I know I'm going to go see the movie. I'm going to want to see the movie when it comes out. If it comes out in November, whether they push it back, whether they push it forward, whatever they're going to do with it, I'm going to be there to see it. I'll be here to cover it. That's not going to change. But right now, as it stands, to kind of address a lot of questions that have been coming in, not only on stream, but even on other social media platforms that I get from people who are more what you would call a silent viewer, people who don't really interact in chat, or people who don't interact in the comment section, but they still like the content. And I know I haven't been putting out a whole lot, and people have been questioning me, and they want to, you know, hear my opinions and my thoughts on certain things. So right now, there just isn't much to talk about. There really isn't. And I kind of feel like when something does drop, in my opinion, we're kind of stretching it, you know, like we're trying to pull like straws, like the Funko Pop leak, right? I don't even really consider that a leak. That really is just confirmation of something we already knew, something we all already found out in terms of the Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, or Godzilla versus Kong with Mechagodzilla being it, Kong holding the axe, all that stuff. Not to say that that stuff's not exciting. It's just right now, it's probably not affecting me the way it normally would, because I'm just not there right now mentally when it comes to Godzilla. And that's not just Godzilla. It's like even any movie. Like I'm excited to see Black Widow when Black Widow comes out. There's nothing there I want to talk about. You know, the movie's already been pushed back. You know, and we're gonna get into that in a minute because I know a lot of people want to know my thoughts on the whole Black Widow coming out the same month as Godzilla versus Kong. You know, when I started this channel, it was general entertainment. It took a shape of its own with Godzilla because me being a big Godzilla fan, when my friend sent me the leaked trailer, and then I launched it on the channel because I was a rookie back then. I didn't know you couldn't do that. I got in a lot of trouble, but that's what grew the channel. Now, if you guys have noticed, I've been doing my streams and it's been more gaming streams because really when push comes to shove and things start to get a little crazy and I need to escape reality for a while, it's actually video games is where I take my mentality and escape reality. It's not really entertainment. And the reason is because if I watch a movie, that'll help me escape for an hour and a half, 2 hours. I play a game, I get to enter a whole different world. I get to interact with that world. And I get to escape for more than just 2 hours. And then even when I exit and I have to come back to reality to take care of the responsibilities that I have, the game is always there for me to revisit. It doesn't have the same effect with me for movies and TV shows. Those are like a temporary escape for me. Video games are more of a bigger escape. And I've always mentioned how I wanted to put video games into the channel more, and I've never gotten an opportunity to do it because the amount of time to play a game, the amount of time required to play games these days versus also having to edit them and do commentary, that's a lot of time that I just don't have. So it kind of sucks for that aspect. But I've found that I've been able to do that and express that more on streams lately because that's what we've been doing. We've been playing the Resident Evil series. We're going to be picking up the second half of Resident Evil 3 tonight. Last night was a lot of fun playing. So I want people to know that's it's not that I don't care about Godzilla right now. It's just entertainment in general in terms of movies and TV shows. It's just not there for me. If I watch a great TV show, I'll watch it and then I go. Then I move on. So in terms of what we have learned about Godzilla in the last couple of weeks, I think the Funko Pops are cool. I think I'll probably get them when they come out. But they really just confirm what we already found out. So really nothing too exciting there. In terms of the Magic cards, I think the art is fantastic. I love the fact that it's more exposure for Godzilla. Not going to buy them. Well, maybe, I don't know. I said before I might buy them because I do have a Magic card collection, although my set is way older. I just don't play Magic anymore. So to invest money in Magic cards to me makes no sense. So it's up in the air whether or not I'll buy the set just to get the cards and look at them and enjoy them. I'm going to guess probably not. So while that's cool, I like it for the exposure. I like the art. But other than that, am I overly excited for that? Not as much as maybe a Magic card player who actually is a Godzilla fan is probably more excited than I am. So that's that. So right now, Godzilla versus Kong for me, I'm excited for the movie. I'm trying to keep even keel on the movie because I don't know what's going to happen with the movie. You know, as of right now, it's still in the place it's going to be. Maybe it won't move. Maybe it will. I don't know. So many things are changing on a daily basis with this whole coronavirus and the lockdown and all that stuff that it's kind of hard to set my sights on something and keep them there when I don't know whether or not something's going to change the next day. Another thing I got to mention is, you know, a lot of you guys are much younger than I am. You know, a lot of you guys are, you know, in your late teens, maybe early 20s. You might still live with your parents, and that's not a knock. I'm just saying, you might still live with your parents. So the worry that I have and the concern that I have is the same concern and worry that your parents have. As someone who's younger, your concern, I'm not saying you don't have concerns and you shouldn't and that they should be ignored. What I'm saying is there's other concerns that added onto that you guys are not going to experience that you have, that are not going to be in your mind as much. not only do I have to worry about this whole thing in my family, I still got to worry about paying my bills. I still got to worry about making sure I maintain my job. I still have to make sure my kids are educated. My kids are not in school. I have to make sure they're reading. You know, me and my wife have to make sure they're doing their math work, that they're doing schoolwork that the school has mailed to us. You know, on top of that, we're working during the day. My wife set up an office in the living room. We did that, because she doesn't work from home, and now she does. I am using my computer as both my gaming machine and my content creation machine, as well as my work machine with my laptop. There's a lot going on right now, and Godzilla vs. Kong is just not a priority. That's just what it is. And when I come on to stream, this is easier content for me to make because I pop on, I get to discuss things and talk to you guys live, which is much better than just reacting to comments. I don't have to edit a damn thing until I get all my streams completed, and that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. All the clips that we've cut up and we've made from these last weeks of playing Resident Evil, and we're going to be cutting up into multiple videos. That's a lot easier than trying to keep a quota of making 2 to 4 videos a day, which is nearly impossible right now. It's nearly impossible because I can't record during the day. Everyone is here. My wife's here working, her phone's ringing. My kids are here doing schoolwork, and we're trying to make sure they stay quiet. I'm working. By the time all that is done and 9 o'clock rolls around, I have 2 options. I can either live stream for a couple hours and get in contact with everybody and talk and have fun and discuss, or I can record 2 videos, and from 9 p.m. to 1 in the morning, I've recorded, edited, uploaded 2 videos. It's a lot less work, honestly, for me to stream right now. And until, I think I've said this before, once again, this is all repeat stuff for people who come to the streams. But until I move and until I get a new house where I have my own space to operate, videos are going to be tough to make, you know? At least if I had my own space, I could get home at 5, start my videos right away. If I do them now, I got to wait till my kids go to bed. That's not like till 7 or 8 o'clock. By the time I start recording, it's after 8. I just don't have the time in the day from the time I get home from work to the time it's time to go to bed to make videos, edit them, and upload them. There's just no time for that. And that's why you're not seeing that many Godzilla videos. That's why you're not seeing that many videos, period. And that's why I'm streaming every day, because streaming right now, it's easy. It's at least giving me an opportunity to stick with the community that we've created here for those who can show up, for those who do show up. But outside of that, and right now is not a time for me to hire an editor. Editors are not cheap. And right now is not the time. I mean, right now I have to treat my job like it's not going to be there in a couple of weeks, which means I got to stash my money. I got to prepare for the worst. My wife's hours already been cut, so she's had to apply for unemployment so she can get partial unemployment while she's still working. There's a lot of things to prepare for. So when you add that all together, guys, I hope you understand. This is why Godzilla vs. Kong is not in my sights right now. It's just there's too many other things going on right now. And basically streaming has a double effect for me. It's an escape because I've been playing my games, and it's also a good way to interact with a lot of you guys. And it does help me just as much as it helps you. You guys have never seen me stream 6 days a week. I'm doing it 6 days a week for a reason because, I lose my sanity too if I don't socialize with people. My wife's an early bird. She goes to bed at 9. My kids are in bed between 7 and 8. So what am I going to do for the next 3 hours? I don't leave the house unless I absolutely have to. If my job calls me in, because I have to make sure the manufacturing department runs. I have to make sure that I'm there to service them if anything goes down. And that is considered a most essential task. One thing I did learn this week is my job is, my company, the company I work for, is one of the leading developers in the coronavirus vaccine. We had a meeting about that this week. So now I just realized that my job is just as important as it was when I first got it. I have to make sure that these people can continue to do their job. I have to make sure that the labs continue to run, that their equipment doesn't go under. Yes, I have to put on biohazard gear to go into these clean room labs to make sure their printers are still running, to make sure their computers are still going, because the company I work for is the second leading company right now in America on working on a vaccine for the coronavirus. So when you put all that together, I hope some people can understand why there's not a lot of content on the channel and why in particular there's no Godzilla vs. Kong videos. My life has been thrusted into a more bigger responsibility, and everything else outside of my family, because my family never takes a back seat, but everything else has to take a back seat. So, and I hope that clears all that up.